Well, this is nice to see as we take a look at our storm tracker right there. You can see cast in some sunshine. It was a beautiful day today. Take a look at those blue skies. That's the History Museum downtown on the square. Again, gorgeous today, start to finish. Cold this morning, but not, not terribly cold. And this afternoon, we've melted off just about all that snow out there. There could be a few patches, especially south of I-44 where we had some heavier totals, but most of it's gone. Also gone, that beautiful sunshine. Although we've still got a little daylight, the day's still getting longer and longer. Our sunset now up to 5:51, so we're almost an hour later with sunset than we were back at the end of December. Looking at highs today, take a look at these numbers. Good looking day. Highs in the low 60s north. A little cooler where we had that deeper snow cover here south of I-44, generally in the mid to upper 50s. Here in Springfield, managed to get to 58 degrees. Again, this after the snow that we had yesterday. Conditions are quiet locally. They're really quiet across most of the eastern half of the nation in the wake of this storm that's still producing some snow east of Boston, but most of that snow has cleared out of the area after dumping a stripe of snow across not only the northeast but back into the Ozarks as well as areas further west into Oklahoma. Looking at our pattern right now, we've got a surface high to the south. With that surface high, winds became more southwesterly today, blowing in some warmer air, and that process will continue into Wednesday. It looks like tomorrow's going to be even warmer than today was. By the end of the day, there's going to be a cold front starting to sneak in from the northwest. That will move across our area on Thursday. Temperatures tonight, not as cold as last night, getting into the 30s, about 34 for a low in Springfield. You know, last night had some concerns about maybe some black ice. I really don't think that that's going to be an issue tonight or tomorrow morning. If you are heading up to Kansas City, beautiful weather. I did some looking back to last year's victory parade. Temperatures for that parade were in the upper 30s. It was cloudy. There were some snow flurries in the air. So this is going to be much nicer weather for the parade tomorrow. Again, that kicks off at 11 a.m. Winds will be a bit breezy out of the south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Locally, it looks like we're going to be enjoying highs in the 60s tomorrow, about 65 in Joplin, 63 in Springfield, off to the east in West Plains, about 61. And while that won't be the warmest Valentine's Day on record, that was 75 back in 1954, that's still a mild Valentine's Day. Again, the average high this time of the year is 49 degrees. Looking ahead to what we're going to be dealing with on Thursday, again, in the wake of that front, it will be a little cooler. Looks like it'll be a partly sunny day. Temperatures in the mid-50s for highs to the north. It looks like we'll still be able to get into the low to mid-60s to the south across northern Arkansas, but that will be our last mild day until we get on the other side of the weekend, because we've got a bit of a pattern shift coming for the end of the week. Big ridge stretching from the west coast of the United States right up into Alaska. That sends the flow north across areas near the pole, and then it drops south into the eastern half of the United States with that trough in the east. And that pipeline of cold getting reestablished, and it's going to dump some cold air into the eastern half of the lower 48. And as that moves in, there will be a system moving from west to east, kind of rippling along that cold front, and that could generate not only some rain showers in our area, but maybe even the risk for a little light snow, mainly up towards central Missouri, where we could even find some light accumulations. Temperatures, you can see the trends. It looks like about 43 for a high Friday morning, falling back into the 30s. 41 with sunshine on Saturday, and then a nice rebound on Sunday. So that's going to be my pick day this upcoming weekend. Sunday with highs in the mid-50s. As we get into next week, you can see temperatures continue to climb, upper 50s Monday, and I think back in the low 60s Tuesday.
Look, 24 years ago, in St. Louis's only Super Bowl parade, the wind chills were below zero. It was freezing. Tomorrow, I think there's going to be a massive turnout in KC tomorrow because the weather's so nice.
What was it what were they expecting, like 1 million people?
Well, they had close to 1 million, they say, last year. And the weather wasn't nearly as good as it's going to be tomorrow.
Nah, you're right.